So I'm just about to put up my nighttime anytime blind, which is that one. And I've opened the pack up and I thought I'd just do a review as I go along and see how simple it is. I've had a read of the instructions and they seem pretty simple, so fingers crossed. As you can see in here, so this is the nursery that we've just done. We've got 3 windows, and at night time, when the cars go on the main road, the lights do shine in here quite brightly, so these should be the perfect solution. I've opened up, in the pack we've got the receptive tape, the magnetic receptive tape it is called, then the tape that goes on the blind, the actual blind itself, so with a little nighttime anytime logo on it, and then on the instruction it says you need scissors, pen, tape measure, ruler. I don't actually have a ruler, so any straight edge, I'm just using a piece of shelf. And then I've just cleaned down the windows already, so just use some antibacterial wipes, clean them down, so that ready to go and to have everything stick on there without them peeling off. So fingers crossed it all goes smoothly. I have already measured my blinds and the sizing of the tape that I need. So as you can see, I've got 3 windows, and so I'm doing them all separately. And as the tape needs to go onto the flat surfaces, you do each window separately. So I've measured out all the little pieces, and so I'm just going to go and cut them, and I will come back and see how easy that was. So I've cut the bigger pieces, and it's just some of the smaller pieces that I need for the top window. So I'm just measuring it out here, just using the tape measure. It needs to be 265 millimeters. So just bringing that along here, and I'll just mark it out, and then it's nice and easy to cut. So, see, I've just marked it out. Small little mark there. Don't know if you can see that. So I'll just cut that directly. And that's how easy it is to cut the magnetic tape to go on the windows. One thing that I was a bit concerned of was it looking a bit ugly on the windows with having black magnetic tape, but it is all white. So it does blend in with the PVC windows, which is nice. I've also just now gone and cut the edges so that they slot nicely together. So just have a look. So you've got the 2 different pieces when they go on the window frame. They're cut at a right angle. So I think it's just quite simple. Let me just peel off the white backing. So that's sticky on that edge. Let me just go and put it up on the window. Let's see, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this because it'll go quite dark. But let's try and make this work. I'm just putting it on the flat outer edge. So I managed to get the first blind up, and as you can see, it is doing a very good job of blocking out the light. And so that's for the first part. I didn't actually trim around the edge of it here, which I probably should do, but I just took shortcuts, and it seems to be working good so far. And there's a nice rainbow outside. So it's a good day. Okay, I'll get on doing the rest and then we can see what they all look like. So I thought I'd wait until it got a little bit darker before I put the rest of the blinds up, just so we didn't have the contrast coming from the light outside. I've finished doing all the blinds, and I was a bit concerned that I wouldn't have enough of the actual blind material. However, as you can see, after doing my blinds, it was just the right amount. That was how much is left. So for the 3 windows, it was the perfect amount, and it covers all of that. So, done these up, and I didn't actually bother doing the right angle joints there. I just stuck them close to each other, and then there's the joint tape, which is a clear tape that you put on top, just to make sure that there's no gaps at all. So this should be just the first fix. It should be as simple as that to black them out. And I haven't even trimmed around here either, and it seems to be fitting really nicely. I think when I have time later I can go and do that and trim around it, but it doesn't even look like it needs to. Let's see how the bigger one goes up. So all 3 are up there. As you can see, really nice and tight, no light being let in whatsoever. I'm just going to test this out. So we turn See how dark it goes. Close the door. Lights out. Pitch black. So, does exactly what it says it's meant to. Nighttime, anytime. And I think where they said that with the instructions, you can still open the windows with the blinds on if you need to. That's always a good extra handy feature. So review time, I would say they do exactly what they say. They block out the light completely. Really simple to put up. As you saw, it was literally just clicking them up there. I say it was a bit time consuming. And so if you don't like doing DIY kind of stuff, it might be a little bit more tricky. But once they're done, they're up and they're good to go. So I like them. I think they do what they say. They look good, and yeah, it should block out all the light. So no, I'm happy with them. And then once they're done, then you've got them. And I think they just say that you can just hang them up inside a wardrobe to keep them straight. And there's enough of the other receptive tape left for me, so I can do that. So no, I'm very happy with them.